Hello everybody. That's just my backdrop there, if anybody was wondering. I am going to bring my iPad up really quick. Software update ready to install. That's a problem with using a phone only for live streaming. I every time I I every time I turn the phone on, uh, I get all these updates and stuff that I don't even really need. Okay, so like the title suggests, I'm going to be laminating some completed coloring pages, specifically the series of mandalas that I have colored and I want to put up on the walls. I'm actually putting them on the roof, so that's going to be fun. And I'm going to be using the Kejector, which I'm not sure if I'm going to need. I got this. Here it is. It's the Kejector. Let's see. I think I have enough light on everything. This is I think it's a 13-inch laminator. I got it so I could laminate my Johanna Basford pages and Kirby Roseanne's too. Because they're bigger than the traditional coloring book. So I figured I usually use my other laminator. That's as far as it will go. Okay. So let's get this thing out of here. I've already used this before. I've had it in the box because I think that's the best place for it. Let's see here. Oh yeah, there's a little paper cutter that comes with it. I haven't used that yet. Hey Sherry, how are you? Here's the user manual, which I have not really looked at either. And here is our laminator. I'm gonna take it out of the box off camera because I think that would be easier. Okay, here we go. It's a pretty cool laminating machine. I like it. It worked well. Getting a laminating machine is always a little scary. They're not like insanely expensive, but they're not cheap either. So I read literally hundreds of reviews across several different laminators available on Amazon. And reading the reviews is like doing good. How are you doing? Yeah, I'm good. Reading the reviews can be a little scary because a lot of people have problems with laminating machines. I don't know if it's user error or if the machine malfunctions, which is probably more the case. But yeah, I don't know. So it's like, it's scary to think like, okay, I spent hours coloring something and then I'm going to stick it through a laminator. Hello, Democrat. It's about coloring, but today we're talking about laminating a completed coloring page, which is what I'm going to do with this thing in front of me. So I plugged it in, and yes, good day to you as well. I like the implication of your name. Like, well, I guess it's like Democrat, but I read it as Demon Cat. I like that better. So on this laminator, on the side here, this is where you feed. Yeah, it's like Democrat, right? I'm guessing, or Yeah, no. You have the option to put it on cold or hot. I do the hot. This is the power button as well. And then, oh, these are all little warning things like it's hot, keep your hair away from it, keep your kids away from it, metal, and tie. Who wears ties? Anyway, I'm going to pop it to hot because that's what we want. We want hot laminating. Oh, Demogorgon from Stranger Things. Keep kids away. Yeah, you definitely want to keep kids away from that, right? Keep kids away from all of the things in that show. You know what? I only watched I think 1 or 2 episodes of that, and I'll be honest, like I'm a total but a cat. Oh, even better. Um I'm a Gen Z. I'm just turned 50 this year. So like Winona Ryder is in that and I love Winona Ryder, but she got on my nerves her acting in that. I don't know. I couldn't get past the first 2 episodes. So I don't know if I should give Stranger Things a try or not. Like people are obsessed with it. I was late to the party with Game of Thrones too and I love that show. Walking Dead, late to that party. I like watching things when they're over, though. So there's that. Okay. Here's our laminator. I think that means it's ready. I can't remember. Maybe if I'd read the manual, I would know. It feels hot. See, that's one of those user error things. You want to make sure. I know. I'm thinking about it. I'm looking. I know what I'm watching right now. Called a show called Earth. Oh, look, green light. Okay. I'm watching a show called Earth Final Conflict, and I love it. It came out in '97, I think, and it's just so good. I love it. So let me see here. We have all of these beautiful mandalas to laminate. I am using Scotch thermal laminating pouches, which this was 100 of them, and I think they were like 25 bucks or something. So it's kind of hard to show all of this on camera. What you want to do, these come in individual, you know, they're sheets. You don't want this to touch anything or you'll get it dirty and gross. Hair will stick to this like nobody's business, and then it'll be on your page. The Fallout show is awesome. You know what? I was just thinking about that yesterday and how I kind of want to watch it again. Like it went so fast. Like my boyfriend and I just like consumed the hell out of that show like very quickly. And it was over. And I'd never played the game. You know, honestly, I'll be honest with you. I'd never even like really heard of it. Oh, I see that there's some white around this, which I should trim that up before I laminate it. So that's another thing with laminating stuff. You want to make sure that it is exactly how you want it to be, because that's how it's going to be forever. So I'm just going to quickly trim off these paper that's left over here. No, I absolutely love fall. And then I did a little bit of looking into it. And the game sounds really cool too. Like it's a super cool concept. No, I know they're doing a season 2, which I'm so stoked about, but it takes like a year to film anything. Well, maybe it takes a couple months to film something and then a year for editing and all that. My favorite character. The game is fun. Yeah, you know, like since I'm old and like it gives me like it's so stupid. Like I get motion sickness from those. The first one of those kind of games to come out, like point of view shooter games, was Doom. And I remember I think I'm trying to remember like if my stepdad played that, brother played it, but I thought it was super cool, but like it made me want to throw up. So That sucked. Okay, so you put your coloring page, and I have to think about the favorite character. I like the guy in this suit, to be honest with you. He looks like a friend that I have, and I actually thought it was him, and he's an actor. And so when I saw him on there, I was like, oh my God, Levon got the part. But it's not him. But anyway, so I think the guy in the suit is my favorite. I forgot what his name is in the show. That's terrible of me. You know what? I totally forgot like where to put this to laminate it. I'm just gonna stick it in here and see what happens. When you laminate things, you want to put the seam side going into the laminator. I don't know what will happen if you put the other side in, but don't do it. Maximus, yes, Maximus. That's the one I like. And of course, like everybody likes her, right? But I liked his character a lot. You don't really have to hold it up like I'm doing, but I'm just kind of doing that. I was curious about using these laminating pouches with this machine because they're not designed for this machine. I totally put that through Cattywampus too. The ghoul, you know, I didn't really care about that storyline, but I did like her interaction. See, look how beautiful. And then it's preserved. I cut out the extra spaces and then put them up on the ceiling, actually, is where I'm putting them. I've got quite the project going. What I was going to say, a show based off a game, it's not a show, it's a movie, but Silent Hill is excellent. I love that movie. I think I like the second one better because of the mannequin creature. Okay, I'm struggling trying to get some one page out here at a time. Pulled two out. Here's my pouch. Yeah, Silent Hill is awesome. I also love Resident Evil, and I think, is that a game as well? Okay, I'm a little uncoordinated with this so far. There's the next mandala that I'm gonna laminate. Usually I do this standing up too, so you do kind of want to put your picture centered. So keep that in mind. And this time I'm going to try to feed it in a little bit less crazy. And you can feel the machine pull onto the paper. I like this one because it's a lot more room than my other laminator. And it just looks cooler, right? Guess you can line stuff up before you cut it. And I'm always of the opinion that I'm not going to use math while doing art, so I don't do numbers. Yeah, so I recommend this laminator. If you want a link for it, let me know. I can drop it in the description. It's on Amazon. It did come, this one came out a little ripply. I don't know if you can see, but it did come out a little rippled there. It'll probably be more noticeable. You gotta go, but you gained a new subscriber. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thanks for stopping in. Maybe I should do reviews of shows. No, I'm just kidding. Nobody wants to hear my opinion. I'm just cutting this out so I can kind of see if the... And this is what I do after I'm done anyways. I cut off the excess. I don't get like really specific with it, but I mean, it's not that bad, but you can definitely see that it's rippled right there. I wonder if it's too hot. Am I doing something wrong? Here's my next page. I think I've shown all of these mandalas that I completed. Thank you. You have a good day as well. I believe I have. Yeah, I have. I have a video up called All My Completed Mandalas, something like that. Maybe it's because where I stuck it. So I'm going to try to actually follow up with the lines here. Oh, maybe not. That didn't seem to want to work. Maybe I'll line it up over here. I mean, this whole thing is just, I'm guessing like a metal plate in there that gets hot. Nicholas Seifer, hello. The Mind Flare, is that something from Stranger Things? I don't know if you're still sticking around or not, but yeah, I'm keeping my hand underneath it because I have I'm pretty sure there's cat hair on this table, so it looks so pretty when it comes out laminated though. It really makes those colors pop. I love it. This one's coming out warped too. You know, I didn't notice that with the smaller pages that I've done in the past. No, this is actually the first time I've used this laminator on normal size pages. I used it on big pages and it didn't do that. But I'm not going to keep... I mean, it's not like bad, but it's not good. So we're not going to keep using this one. It kind of pisses me off, actually. I guess the first one came out that way, too. That's a bummer. So I'm going to have to say I do not recommend this laminator for 8x10 pages because it ripples them. And that is not cool. Lucky for me, I do have another laminator. I wonder, I don't recall, I'm going to shut this off and let it cool down for a second while I go grab my other laminator. I don't recall it putting ripples in the big pages though. So that's kind of odd. That it would do it on the small pages but not the big pages. I mean, I'm looking at a big page right now and it's not rippled at all. And like I said, I'm using... So I'm not hollering. Like I said, I'm using the Scotch thermal laminating pouches, which are, I'm guessing, designed to go with Scotch products, which this laminator is. So I guess I need to buy the pouches specifically for this laminator because maybe they're less plastic or something. But we'll take this guy out of here. You're out of here. Yeah, maybe they're less plastic, and this machine might only be able, like, there's different milliliters of thickness of the pouch. So if this laminator, I guess, doesn't support the 3M size, I would have to get a normal size pouch. I mean, the pouches that are designed for it. So that's something good to know. Let that cool off, and then we'll plug this guy in and let him get warmed up. This is the one I usually use. The Scotch laminator. So we'll go ahead and use that so it doesn't ripple up our pages. Because I spent lots of hours coloring these and I don't want them to be ruined. Okay, And this one, our power button is on the side as well. So we're going to slip that on. You can hear it. Give that a second, and it'll these indicator, like it's selected on 3, and this one will go even up to 5. I thought like 3 was the standard, but I don't know. So I guess I'll need to update the description and put back that we switch back to our Scotch laminator. I haven't done a review on this one specifically by using that name. But yeah. All right. I wonder. Remind me of that audio that people were using on TikTok. But I can't recall it quite at the moment. Yeah, saw me changing my card out. Whoops. I have to charge my thingy up. It died on me. I gotta find my little charger. Is there any way that you can remove the mandalas from the laminated packet? I don't know. I've thought about that. I can smell this heating up. It'll tell me it's ready when it's ready. I feel like if I cut around it, I know I've actually wondered this. Like I could actually, yes, I believe I could. I could probably do it on this one too because there's enough white space around. I can just reland. This one's not so bad, but I think this is my theory is if I cut here with the paper, it's going to break that seal, and then I should be able to pull the pouch off. We're going to find out because I've been curious about that too. Like, well, can you unlaminate? This is probably the worst circle I've ever cut in my entire life. Okay. So that's cut. And you know what? No, Sherry, you cannot. There's no, it's like fused. Oh, look. I was wrong. Look. It's coming apart. But you know what I'm noticing? I don't know if you can see. It's pulling the color off. So we'll leave it. Yeah, you can see how it pulled a little bit of the color off. So, well, you know, we tried it out. We tested it. Look, we're ready. Okay. That's fun. I'm glad we did that. You said stop. I didn't ruin it too much. It's okay. It's going to be up on the ceiling anyway. No one will see it. Okay. Those things are hard to throw away when they're in one thing. Okay, now we're going to try with our laminator that we've loved. This is my OG laminator. And this is the Mandela. I would be mad if this one came out rippled. That's why I was like, you know what? I'm not going to keep doing this. Laminators are super easy. You've got the tabs that you just line up your paper in between. Don't go over those tabs. Don't like try to shove the paper in there, the pouch in there. Let it pick it up itself and pull it through. Yeah. I've kind of got a little PTSD from running it through that last one, but we found out that it's, you know, gonna ripple, and we don't want that. You know, this one is rippling as well. Maybe after it cools off, it unripples, if that makes sense. Maybe it just kind of bunches it up. It's only doing it up at the top. So maybe I'm not putting hot. Ooh, that's hot. It's actually doing it across the whole thing. You probably can't even see it on camera, but it's rippled. Oh, look, I got a piece of cat hair. Well, I'm just going to continue on because I want to laminate them, and it doesn't look bad. It's not like ruining them or anything. I don't know, like, is it humid or the conditions are for that? Let me look at the first one I did. Those are rippled more than this one is. I'm gonna try sticking it at the top of the pouch. Let me grab one that I don't really care about too much. I don't really care about this one that much. I was trying different colors out. And this was with hoo-hoo markers. I'm gonna stick it all the way. I feel like before I used to put them like right about there. Line it up and let it pull it through. Yeah, they do take quite a bit of time. This one I think I colored in it was like maybe 4 hours, maybe 2, not all at once, but because alcohol markers are significantly easier to lay a bunch of color down. Ooh, that's a nice breeze. The high today is 74. Just so nice. This one's coming out a little bit better. I mean, you can't really like see the ripples, but I can in person. This one's definitely a lot better. Actually, it's barely rippled at all. So I don't feel like getting that other machine back out, but maybe I gave it a unfair assessment because I wasn't putting the pages in there correctly. Let's try another one that I don't really care that much about. I'm just trying out different things. I was doing this 100 Mandela coloring book. If you completed the coloring book by the end of this year, the 100 Mandelas, then you'd be entered into a drawing with others who had completed a 100-page Mandela book for $125. Amazon gift card. And I thought, oh yeah, I can totally do that. And I picked a book that had, this one's not that intricate, but all of these mandalas are from that book. Some of them are really, really intricate. And I just bit off more than I could chew once I realized, like, I don't color that much or that fast. Yeah, I stopped. It was like stressing me out, and I'm like, why do I color? And I didn't want to like color stuff just to color it. Like these mandalas, these last two that I just laminated, like these are the color changing gel pens that I used for this one because I just wanted to see what colors they were and how they would come out on a mandala. So like, you know, it's pretty. And this one I use colors that I'd never used before because I wanted to try something different. Now, this one I spent my time on. And that probably took me I don't know. It took a long time. Like I can go look at my thing and see how many whatever, but I don't color uh, that much to be able to keep up with it. So I put that book aside, and plus I was just like, I don't know. There's other stuff. Like I'm behind on our stuff. Those 2 pages. I think I have an idea about what I want to do with the yellow trees, though. I really like this one. This is one of my favorite ones that I've done. I did this with the Pastel Castle Arts set, and I really liked it. All right, so the trick is to put the mandala or whatever you're laminating up at the top, but not at the very top because that tends to give problems too. Yeah, because that last one that we just did came out pretty good, right? Yeah, there aren't any ripples in that, so it's how I was putting them in there. I'll have to try to let the Kejector redeem its name. You did the trees traditional? Yeah. I bet it's so pretty too. If you're done, feel free to send it to me. I'm still in the same spot I was. Because what I'm thinking is I can't, like, it's an autumn picture. You know, I was going for some kind of like gold yellow trees, but they don't quite look gold yellow. They just look fall, which is fine because fall is coming. Let me get that really quick. So I was thinking I was going to do the other stuff kind of in that same vein, but pops of color with the little flowers that are left. So I think I can see that in my head, getting that done. Okay. Sorry for putting my big fat arm in the way here. Trying to keep everything organized while doing a stream is always fun. Okay. When you finish, you'll send it to me. Great. Yeah, because I told Alvaro that I was going to color it live on the channel, but I don't know. Today I didn't want to color because I literally just woke up like 30 minutes before I started the stream. And I didn't want to, try to color just yet. Here's the next one we're laminating. I'm going to stick it up at the top there. This laminator is hot, so whenever I'm putting the sheet on it, it's giving it some issues. My crow friends are here. I'm trying to make crow friends. This family of crows that live in the campground here. They come hang out in these trees over here that we're parked under. Yeah, I'm like, I don't know that there is. I'm pretty sure there's hair on the table. I'm going to err on the side of caution. Yeah, so I mean, that's not rippled at all. The ones that rippled were totally my fault, user error. So like if I wanted to be a dick, like I could go on Amazon and review that and say it crinkled all my pages and not say that it's because I stuck them in there wrong. So there is like, you know, some. Here's the next one that we're going to put in. I used Ohuhu markers on that too. It was another one where I was trying to go fast. And I don't like coloring like that. I still like the way it came out. It's still pretty. They're going to look beautiful on the ceiling. I can't wait. And I put that one in bad, guys. It's slightly over the line here. Oh my God. But yeah, I am gonna finish the book. It's just probably gonna take me another year. And hopefully we'll still be living in this RV then, because I kind of have this picture in my mind of just the walls completely covered with my coloring pages. I mean, it's going to be chaotic, yes, but these mandalas are absolutely beautiful. Yeah, I love them. So I put this one in wrong, and it's still doing it though, so that's great. I have a flip through of the book. It's whew, those are hot. Those pages are hot. It's called Luxurious Mandalas by Creative World. Creative spelled with a K. And I think they're great. Here's the next one they're fun to color. And that's why I picked it. Like, I didn't want to just pick some, easy mandala. Like some of the people that were in the contest or the whatever, the challenge. I mean, I feel everybody worked hard on their completed pages, but some of the mandalas weren't as complex as these ones. Now that I'm doing really complex mandalas, though, like, these are nothing compared to what I'm working on right now. That one that we started on the last 2 live streams. I've done quite a bit more. That laminates so beautifully. Look how much those colors pop. I love it. We've got just a couple more to do. Yeah, the part that is the bottom will be really hot, so be careful. So it looks like I have about like maybe 25 to 30. That one is awesome. Yeah, it's a pretty one. 25 to 30 pages left of laminating pouches. Here's the next one we're going to laminate. I use the off-brand fine liners I have for this one. They're just called fine liners. I got them on Amazon a while back, and I really liked them. But not as much as the Stabilos that I've got. I love those. I'm using them on the Misa Digital Creation mandala that I'm working on right now, and I love them. Look how bold those colors are coming out. Yeah, so that's going to take a good, I've got 6 up on the ceiling right now. So like I've got my plan, my map out of what the ceiling's going to look like. So these ones will cover up a good amount of space. And I still have other ones. So that's great. We've got a couple more left to do. The next one that we're going to do is I used all metallic gel pens, and I don't like the way that it turned out at all. And coloring this let me know that metallic gel pens are best used as like detail work. Not all for themselves, just a little here and there in a page, which is what I did with the next one that we're going to laminate. But this, like when they're all metallic, it makes the thing overall dull, is what I thought once it was done. This is one that I did a buddy color with a Crystal King, I think is her last name, Crystal Harris King. And hers looked so cool, and mine was just kind of like, meh. I've done another picture in all metallic gel pens too, and I didn't like the way that it turned out. So I kind of already knew that, but I think I wanted to try it one more time. Now I understand how to use them as an accent. This one seems to have a little bit of, oh, this one had rippling in it before, because of the way I cut it out. The next one, here's my pouch. I used metallic on just this part, these parts. Like I just used it as an accent, and I feel like it worked really well. Okay, let me set that down because these things can be a pain to get open. Smooch that all the way up there. Definitely don't want to ruin this one. I liked it. I like it. See, Sherry, that's all green colors. I used to do 100% metallic gel pens, but it's too much. I only detail with them now. Yeah, you figured it out too. That's the beauty of coloring, right? Like we figure these things out. I did the same thing in the next couple of mandalas. I love doing one color thing. And so I did like kind of a series where I did a green, the next one's pink, I did a purple one, I did a gold one. I have yet to do an orange or a yellow. I did a red, and I haven't done a red one either. So I wanted to do like all of the colors. And here's the green one. Absolutely love it. Okay. The next one is pink with a little black. Stick that in there. It's not centered as well as I'd like it to be. Tuck it down a little. I did find an all green and an all orange mandala that I have colored. Oh, cool. Yeah, see, so you know. Ooh, that's hot. We've got just 2 more to go here. It's 44 minutes. Okay. Yeah, and then I've got to cut all of them out and tape them all up to the ceiling. And Sawyer will get home from working and go, what the heck happened in here? You barfed mandalas all over the RV. No, he doesn't care. I've had my mandalas. I've been holding them in this pouch, which is kind of worse for wear, so I won't use them. I was thinking of just laminating in the pouch that I've been storing these in, but I try to have a system of like what is completed and needs to be laminated still, then I'll put in the laminating pouch, which is where I'm pulling these from. All right, we've got our purple one now. Set that in there a little bit centered. And then we've got one more after this. And the last one is actually one of my favorites. I'm so hungry too. I haven't eaten since, I think I stopped eating last night at 6 something, 6 or 7. The intermittent fasting is going great. I haven't weighed myself because I don't want to. I don't want to be discouraged. For me, it's more about like reprogramming my body to know that it's only going to get food during a certain time, and that what intermittent fasting does, my understanding of it is your body will go into your fat reserves to eat that instead of new calories that you're putting in if you go so long without eating. And it can be 16 or 18 hours. This is the last one, and I think I'm going to go ahead and round out, put it into a circle, because that's what everybody is. So, yeah, I've been doing that. I'm going into my second week now of doing that. And I like it. I've always liked like drinking my food. I love doing protein shake fast and things of that nature. So it's realizing that I am in, perimenopause, which is the stage that you're in before you go into menopause, and that my body loses weight differently now. And intermittent fasting is supposedly a good way to lose weight once you're over a certain age. And I feel things changing, so I feel good about it. But I'm getting close to where I can eat for my 6-hour window of eating, because I am trying to do 18 hours fasting and 6 hours of eating. And with fasting, I'm not doing it like 100% properly. I'm going to try to center this. Well, you know what? It's fine. You're just supposed to drink water. You're not supposed to have any calories. But I drink protein powder mixed in with water, and I'll mix in matcha with it too. So I am consuming calories, but I feel like it's still fine. Oh, it's looking so pretty. Yeah, tomorrow it's going to be 56 in the morning. It's going to be positively cold. It's crazy that it's August and it's getting cold here already. There's got to be like a couple weeks of summer left. What the hell? There we have it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm going to turn this off. Move it out of the way. And let that cool down. Woo, because it is hot, y'all. They do get hot. So we did that. We laminated quite a bit, y'all. Let me grab them all here. And then I just have to go around and cut off all the excess. I won't do that on camera, though. That'd be incredibly boring. I'll just show them all briefly. Here, let me turn this light off because it gives us that sheen. You had rain Saturday. It was wonderful. Today we are in the low 80s. Yay. That's nice. Finally. It's like the breaking of the summer. Thank goodness. I don't know. I feel like this one was really mild, but we were in Cincinnati. That's why. We're going to be in Texas this winter. And I don't know if we're going to decide to stay through the summer or not, or if we're going to head more west. These are the one. This is the one that's all rippled. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm just kind of going back over what we did today. I'm bummed that I rippled this one. It's one of my favorites. I love the combination of like pink and kind of purple. There's that brown one. That one we cut out to see if we could. And I messed it up right there, but I'm not doing any more. And the first one. This is one of the first mandalas I ever colored. And I guess I should feel good about that because it was one of the first books I ever had too. I'm going to try to cram this page back in there. Actually, I need it out. Okay, guys. So that was our stream. That was fun. Now I just have the work of cutting all these out and then I'm going to put them up on the wall. Okay. Thank you guys for joining me. And I'll be back probably in, it seems best if I do these like about a week apart. So, but I'm going to do another one, I think, before we leave here. Because I can't do streams out at the other park because the internet's not as great, it seems like. So I will be back next week. Thank you for tuning in, Sherry. I always appreciate you. And I'm getting inspired, like I said, to finish our picture. Now that I think I know what I want to do with the grass, but I got it. It's the taking the plunge. You know what I'm saying? I got to just take the plunge. And I'm still, yeah, that hasn't changed at all. And then the other work in progress that I haven't done anything on either. I swear I need to stop doing buddy colors with people. I'm terrible. But I feel like I could finish this in maybe 2 more sittings, I mean. And I just need to like go for it and do it and not keep tripping myself up. I want the house to be really cool though. All right. So anyway, thank you guys. And I'm going to get some food into myself and I will see y'all in the next video.